Hello, everyone. My name is Waleed, and I want to welcome you to my channel. I hope that you will I hope you will subscribe, and I hope that you will watch this video to the end. I own a pest control company here in New York, and my pest control company is A-List Exterminator. And today, I want to react to a video about termites and ants. This video explores the differences between termites and ants, and a lot of people don't know the difference. So I want to react to this video, and let's take a look at this video together.
Have you ever noticed mysterious damage in your walls or woodwork and wondered what's causing it? Could it be termites? Or maybe carpenter ants? These wood-destroying invaders can cause some serious damage if left unchecked. But the good news is, with a little knowledge, you can tell them apart and know exactly what to do next. Today, let's break down the real differences between termite and carpenter ant damage, and why knowing which pest you're dealing with can save you time, stress, and a whole lot of money. 1. The lookalikes, but not quite. At first glance, termites and carpenter ants may seem pretty similar. They both chew through wood, both swarm in spring, and both can quietly wreck your home structure. But if you look closer at the damage and the bugs themselves, you'll spot some key differences. Let's talk bodies. Carpenter ants have a narrow, pinched waist. Think of that classic ant shape. Termites? They're more uniform, with a long, rectangular body that looks the same from head to tail. Check the antennae too. Carpenter ants have bent, elbowed antennae. Termites? Theirs are straight, almost like a tiny
It is true that termites and ants can look very similar, and a lot of people have a lot of difficulty knowing the difference or telling the difference. Some of the differences between termites and ants is the coloring. Ants are usually a darker color, a darker brown or black, various shades of blacks and browns, mostly on the darker side, whereas termites tend to be a creamy whitish kind of color. Sometimes it can be a little more transparent in color or colorless. And one of the major differences between termites and ants is their body. Ants have a typical body. They have a very segmented body. They have a head, and then there's a little pinch. Then they have the abdomen, and then there's a little pinch in the waist, and then they have the big butt. So they have like a three-part body, whereas a termite's body is just one tube-like physique. So that's one of the major differences between termites and ants. And even when termites and ants produce swarmers are members of a termite colony or an ant colony that have wings. And the purpose of these swarmers is for them to be able to fly off to other areas and find new places to start new colonies. And even with the swarmers, with termite swarmers and ant swarmers, sometimes it's a little bit more difficult to tell the difference because termite swarmers tend to be black or brown. So the color is different for the termite swarmers. They aren't the creamy white colors that the other members of their colonies would be. So it makes it a little bit more difficult to identify them for some people. But even in the case of swarmers, the body will be the same. Ant swarmers will still have the segmented body, the head, the abdomen, and the butt, whereas termite swarmers, although their color is darker and more similar to ant coloring, their bodies will still be one tube-like physique. So, yeah, that's a big distinction here.
string of beads, and wings. Yes, both pests have two sets. But a termite's wings are the same length and much longer than its body. Carpenter ant. Wings are more balanced, with the back pairs slightly shorter.
Again, just as I was saying, look at the segmented body of the ant swarm. It has a three-part body: the head, the abdomen, and the big butt. Whereas the termite swarmer, the body is just one single physique.
Even color can give clues. Carpenter ants are usually black or dark brown, but can also be reddish or yellow. Termites? Their workers are often creamy white or translucent, but some species can range to dark brown or black. 2. Spot the swarmers. Most homeowners won't first notice the bugs or the damage, they'll notice the swarmers. These are the winged members of the colony, and they show up when it's time to reproduce. Carpenter ant swarmers often fly at night, looking for food. You might see them hanging out near sweets, fruit, or even pet food. Termites, on the other hand, are sneakier. They usually stay hidden inside their tunnels. But during swarming season, especially spring, you might see discarded wings near windowsills or doorways. That's a red flag. If you see wings, there's a colony nearby. 3. Telltale tunnels. Here's where things get really interesting. The tunnels they leave behind. Carpenter ants don't eat wood. They just dig through it to make room for their nests. So, the tunnels they leave are smooth, clean, and almost polished, like someone carved them out with care. Termites? Totally. Different story. They do eat the wood, and they're messy about it. Their tunnels are rough, filled with mud, wood bits, and insect waste. They even mix soil into the mess. If it looks gritty and dirty, that's probably termite damage. 4. Mud tubes equals termites. One of the easiest giveaways for termites is the presence of mud tubes. These are little shelter tunnels they build on the outside of your home to protect their thin skin from sunlight. If you see pencil-sized mud trails running up your foundation, siding, or walls, that's a sign of subterranean termites. Carpenter ants don't build anything like this. They simply move through cracks and crevices.
One thing that was mentioned in this video just now that is just a little bit misleading is that um, mud tubes. It was said in this video that mud tubes are built on the outside of the home to protect the sensitive termites from the sun. And while that is true, it is also true that termites can quite often build mud tubes inside of the homes. You'll find quite often mud tubes in places like basements. And yes, termite tubes help protect the termites from the sun, but also the termite shelter tubes or mud tubes also serve the purpose of keeping temperatures and humidity levels perfect for the termites. So they're not only looking to protect themselves from too much light, they also want perfect temperatures. They don't want it to be too hot. They don't want it to be too cold. They don't want it to be too dry. So inside of their shelter tubes or mud tubes, they keep the temperature perfect for them to be able to go about their day comfortably without being too hot or too cold or without too much dryness or humidity. They keep that shelter tube or mud tube at perfect environmental conditions for themselves. So again, termites make shelter tubes outside and inside.
5. Frass versus sawdust. Droppings can also tell the story. Termites produce what's called frass, a mix of wood particles, insect parts, and waste. Drywood termite droppings often look like tiny grains of salt and pepper, and if you zoom in, they're oval shaped with 6 sides. Carpenter ants, on the other hand, kick out small piles of sawdust from their tunnels. It's often mixed with soil and insect parts. If you see powdery piles near wood, it could be carpenter ants. 6. Where they like to nest. Another clue? Where they like to live. Carpenter ants are fans of moisture. They'll nest in damp wood, around sinks, tubs, roof leaks, and anywhere water damage has softened the wood. Termites vary by type. Subterranean and dampwood termites also prefer moist environments. But drywood termites? As the name suggests, they're perfectly happy in dry, solid wood, like your attic beams or old furniture. 7. Who's more destructive?
I will say that here in New York City, where I do operate my pest control company, A-List Exterminator, here in New York, the most common termite pest is the subterranean termite. And as was mentioned in this video, subterranean termites do like moist conditions. They like wood that tends to be a little more damp. And so if you have a home, if your home, if there's any leaks or problems with the plumbing that is allowing for water and moisture to get onto the wood, or if rainwater seeps into your home when there's a lot of rain, all of these can be conditions that can cause your home to be more attractive to termites. So just be sure that if your basement or cellars are humid or have a lot of moisture, get a dehumidifier. If there's leaks, have any plumbing issues fixed, keep everything as dry as possible to prevent the subterranean termites from getting into your home or attracting them to your home.
So which pest is worse? While both can cause expensive damage, termites are the real homewreckers. Because they actually eat the wood 24/7, the destruction piles up fast. Carpenter ants can still be trouble, but since they're just hollowing out space for nests, the damage tends to be slower and less obvious. Still, either one can cost thousands in repairs. The sooner you act, the better. 8. When to call the pros. If you suspect termites or carpenter ants, it's best not to play guessing games. Calling a trusted pest control company, like Terminix or Orkin, can save you from a much bigger headache down the road. Professionals know how to identify the exact pest, and they have the tools to get rid of them fast. Termites may need bait stations or chemical treatments. Carpenter ants might just need their food source removed, but both require a trained eye. Bottom line? If you spot damage, swarming insects, mud tubes, or mysterious sawdust piles, don't wait. A quick call to the pros could protect your home and your wallet. Thanks for watching Fresh Home 24 channel.
Well, thank you for watching this video to the end. I hope that you will like, I hope that you will subscribe, and I hope that you will watch other videos on my channel. I again want to thank you for taking a little bit of your time to spend some time with me. Take care.